What is up, Wolfpackers? Week number 9. Happy Super Bowl Sunday to you guys. Happy Super Bowl week. We're on the eve of Super Bowl. 24 hours from now, we'll be watching the Super Bowl. Last year at this time, I was at the Super Bowl. Didn't come back with the trophy though, so I am rooting for Tom Brady to. I want blood. I don't even want Tom Brady to win. I just want him to pound the living snot out of Nationwide, or not Nationwide. What's the other insurance called? The one you always see him and Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers on. State Farm. State Farm. Yeah, I want him to just pound the blood out of State Farm kid, man. Anyways, that's me. I'm bitter about last year's our stolen Super Bowl, whatever. Big week, big week. We had a bunch of toy reveals, online and in store. So yeah, let me get this going up here real quick. That way I can answer comments and things like that. Shout out to everybody on Rewatch. Thank you for coming on. I know Rewatch sometimes is the best way you can get on with somebody. I watched the Infinity Equation last night in bed on Rewatch. Watched Toying Around last night. I haven't watched Sunny Plays with Toys. I was checking all those guys out on the Rewatch. So yep. How's the how's the sound? Are you guys picking up the music? We're still having audio issues. So what we're gonna do is limit to one guest at a time, because when we get two guests on, the audio drops off. Where's the case to the oh, I got it right here. All right. Anyways, yeah, we're kind of in a new format too. We're playing around with it. So the reason why we haven't gone fully laptop for our Streamlabs, the camera quality is not great on the laptop. I've got better quality on my phone. That's why I do it through my phone. So maybe I get a mic attached to the phone. I've been looking at mics for the laptop too. So it's either or. I know Streamlabs works better on the laptop than it does on the mobile, and then I can't access anything through there. I can still, click around doing that stuff. Yep, I got the guys on standby. Shout out to everybody in the chat last week. That was real fun. Everyone was having a good old time. Got what are we drinking, guys? What are we cheering to? I got Nitro Brew coffee. Is anyone picking up the sound? I don't know. I don't know if we're getting the music in the background. I got my lucky red sweater, as I like to call it. When you go on your target hunts, it's good to dress like them. They might give you a little bit of leeway or stuff like that. But yeah, busy day. We went to the pack stayed over at my sister's house, and I went and picked them up in the morning. But I made out to 2 Targets today, 1 Walgreens, and a Costco run. We started loading up for our supplies for the game tomorrow. So busy day, busy day. I've already got my steps in for the day, and it's noon. It's noon here on the West Coast. So yeah. Um, what else? What else is new? I bring in the pack. Bring in the pack. Let them say hey real quick. Come on in. Dead air. We're just chilling out with dead air. Amateurs.
What's up, Wolfpackers? Sorry. Also, here's an update on the Master Chief helmet. Killer Mike wanted me to show it.
Cool.
Hashtag stage fright.
Hashtag stage fright. What are you drinking there, mischievous?
I am drinking a Java chip frappuccino.
Sweet. All right. Let Killer Mike come in and say what it do.
Okay.
I'll talk about some of the reveals while we're waiting on him. Big one. I already pre-ordered this one myself. Lot of debate on whether it's a hitter, whether it's a misser, but it's a hitter for me. I have one that they haven't released one in God knows, it's been forever. Toy Biz era. Last time we had a Maestro.
What's up, Wolfpackers?
Science. Shout out to Killer Mike and his science project.
We're here with double chocolate chip frappuccino.
That's what's up. We're not sponsored, but Starbucks. You might.
If you want
Yeah, if you want to send us a truck full of like your best products,
We'll take it.
I'm all with that. I'm all with that. But yeah, so this is what you've been working on, huh? This is the top side of, but it goes this way, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, and he's gonna be working on it a little bit today. He worked on it what last night or 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
So we're slow progress. We're doing it for you guys. Comment below. What's up, Kenny? What it do? Comment below if you guys want to see more of these brick builds. You know, Lego Mega Blocks or otherwise. You know, toys are toys. You can't toy shame anybody. I'm not gonna knock somebody because they're into pops and I'm not into pops. So you know, just like you can't knock somebody for liking McFarlane's even though you hate McFarlane. It's we're all in the same boat. It's all the same community. At least I like to think it. You know, whatever. Uh, One thing I like about certain figures nowadays, they touch on the infinity equation, is getting your not so much your likeness, but your own representation, your own. You know, if you're a minority, if you're Asian, if you're African American, if you're Latin, they're starting to shoehorn a few figures in that kind of represent you. I'm kind of picky with me. I'm like, well, that doesn't represent me, or that doesn't look like me, or you know. But it is what it is. At least they're trying. At least they're showing that they want to help. Different boat, same ocean. Yeah, that's right. Sleeping Collectible. Shout out to him, man. He just got his 1,000 subscribers. So round of applause. Round of applause, man. You earned it. Good job. Good job. I like your toy huts. And then, bro, watching your videos. I take for granted how close the targets are here. I can in an hour and a half I can hit 5 targets. If it's in and out, just boom boom, I can hit 5 targets in an hour and a half. It takes you an hour and a half to get to one. That's man, it's hard. It's hard. The thing I like about you too is you make the best out of what you got. You know, you've only got that one target to hit. So you know, sometimes I walk past things and I'm just like, oh, trash, trash, trash. It's you know, but yeah, make the best out of a situation. Yeah, and now we're in every direction. Yeah, man. You're Tennessee. I'm not sure if I'm thinking of you or a different guy. Are you in Tennessee? I'm not positive. Um, but yeah, Maestro came out and another reveal. Some people were on the fence about this one. Some people didn't get this one to begin with. Me live TV. Western Maryland. Okay. All right. Cal Kestis. That's not the image that we got. This one got released when the game dropped. I think 2 years ago. We're now on 2 years since.
Yeah, 2019.
Yeah. Tail end of it. They're releasing an alternate figure with alternate skins or alternate uniform. He's got a cape now, and then he's got his fallen master's double bladed lightsaber. So I pre-ordered that one from GameStop. I believe it's not coming till June. They said June's the release date on that one. So we're gonna be waiting. We're gonna be waiting a while, but he is on pre-order. What other toys dropped today, guy, or this week? What do you guys looking for? What do you hunting wise? It was a pretty busy week. That Cobra Trooper and Zartan that they started showing up at Walgreens, and I was pounding the pavement like a madman. I was pounding the pavement like a madman, trying to get it. If you guys scroll down, if you guys are watching on your laptop, our latest video, I uploaded it late last night. Did the edits while I was watching other guys' live streams and stuff. But 13, 13 Walgreens to find these troopers. You know how many I found? Watch the video and you'll find out. You got to build up. You got to build up.
Sleeping Collectible says, I'm hyped on that cow.
Yeah.
Can't wait to grab him.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's a cool looking figure, and it's a GameStop exclusive. So you're gonna have to go through them. I believe that they released a second Tie Fighter pilot. He's got like red variants, right? Red variants to the skins. But yeah, we got a couple packages. If you guys are watching us on Instagram, you saw we kind of teased the stuff coming out. So this one here technically didn't come in the mail. I was getting ready to mail this to a buddy of mine. I picked it up out here, and then he found it in his area. So you know it saves him the shipping on it. I was actually holding this until I found Rat King and I was going to ship it together. That way it saves him a little bit on shipping. You don't have to pay individual shipping costs. But yeah, it's mine now. I'm gonna see. There's no doubt that I can sell it. But let's open her up. Let's open her up. Paulie Boylan says, "What's up, Wolf Dad? What it do? What it do, Paulie?" All right. The Wolfpack official unsafety knife. Boom, boom. It's a Target. Are they Target exclusive? I think I've only seen them at Targets, so won't be needing this stuff. Boom. Got the Triceratops. I'm not even sure their name, but it's a pretty sought after figure. I've been seeing them just a little bit. Some people are collecting them just for the robots, the army building those guys. I've got this guy here. I'm holding him for another buddy. We're just waiting. We're working a deal to trade some stuff. I got to find some stuff that I want off of him. I'm not just going to take whatever, because that would be me taking a loss. He offered me a Hand Ninja and Dark Vision Ray. That's not really balancing out. You're kind of winning by like $10 on that one if you count taxes and my drive time and all that stuff. So let me see that one. So I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll wait. I don't need to have that figure or those two figures right now. Especially, I mean, yeah, Hand Ninjas are people are looking for them, but yeah, we got the other Triceratops. So I guess army building. The crazy thing about this is I technically have not bought into this line, even though I'm buying them for other people. I'm like, here, I'll shoot this out to you. I'll shoot that off to you at retail cost, man. I'm not scalping anything. I'm just, it's us versus the scalpers. You guys hear me say that on this channel all the time, right? So, but I'm also not gonna be bent over a barrel and just take it because you say that's the deal you want. No, that's also what we're not doing. And then I also picked this one up for the same guy, but now he's dragging his feet. Says he doesn't really need it anymore. This figure will sell itself, or just throw it back here. Boom, deluxe Mando with the pod, with a Baby Yoda, with Republic credits. I mean, I can hold on to this myself and just keep it up here, just bam, just like that. Matter of fact, rest of the stream, he's gonna sit right there. Let me read chat. Hello, dudes. What it do, Trini Baz? What it do? Yeah, busy day. Did I mention I got my steps in for the day and we're only at noon? Yeah, a lot of cardio, a lot of cardio. So yeah, I'm not gonna be shipping this out to my bro anymore. Another one. He's watching in the chat, but he can't comment because it's deactivated. Boom. May not mean nothing to you. That this one is pretty symbolic to me. We chased this one. He ranked number 2 on my top 10 figures of the year last year. It could have been number 1. Super Shredder won number 1 just because it's a super dope figure. But the way I based mine off was the thrill of the hunt. For 4 months, every time we went to a Target, every time we went to a Walmart, every time we went to a GameStop, I was like, hey, do you guys got the Spawn? Do you guys got, because they sold 3 different variants, and now I think there's the one where he's like kind of naked. So that's the 4th variant that they're selling of this Spawn. So good on you, Mandarin Spawn. Yeah, good on you, Toddy Mac. You're making a killing off of us. Um, Yeah, I picked it up on those 13 Walgreens that I stopped at. The other, it was a two part one. You guys can check it out. He came up and I had to get it, man. I had to get it. My mother-in-law got me one. She pre-ordered it for my birthday. It didn't come until August. My birthday's in March. So it's cool to say, yeah, you got one coming, yeah, you got one coming, but I wanted one in hand. We ended up finding the Target one with the battle axe. So maybe I'm looking to trade with someone who's got a sword, and that way I can have all 3. The mace is pretty cool. Out of the 3 weapons, I would say mace, battle axe, and then sword would be would be my top three. It's the same figure. It's just your weapon variant is what's the thing. Comment below what you guys think. Comment below if you guys even like this figure. I mean, the articulation on it is sweet. A little tight at the legs, but it is a McFarlane. But it's all about the look. It's all about the look. Shokan's gonna be coming out pretty soon too. So Shao Kahn is gonna be coming out pretty soon. So keep an eye on that one. That one is gonna be dope. Let me read the comments. What's up, everybody? 1,000 ghosts. Sleeping collectibles. Soup. Yeah. Yeah, the spawn. Like I said, I'm on spawn number 2 right now. I am looking for that third variant with the sword. I believe that was the Walmart exclusive one. But yeah, J Boy Fresh is trying to buy this one off me. I'm J Boy Fresh message me on Instagram later. Do you have the sword? Did you get the Walmart one, or did you get the Target one, or did you get this one? Because I am looking for the sword variant. So maybe we could work something out. That's yeah. No, I'm always down to help out a fellow collector. So, Jose Cuevas, can you show us some of your rare Marvel action figures? Well, how rare? How rare are we talking about? We talking pre? Are we talking? Well, I mean that would technically be Toy Biz era. If we're talking like '05, '09, something like that. Can pull out. I've got the War Machine. That's a pretty old one. There's a Sasquatch in there that's from like 2003. That one's pretty old. Rarest. Well, what would my rarest? I mean, are we talking price points? Are we talking? Because what's rare to me might be not rare to you. This one is a pretty rare figure. If you didn't get them the first 2 times that they tried selling it to you, that Pizza Spider-Man used to be the gold standard for Spider-Man. I'm really liking this new mold. I've got 2 different shows. So this is my Spider-Verse, and then this is my animated series verse. Thank you, sir. Set that down right there. Now, this one kind of blows it out of the water, but I've got a sentimental side for this one. That's why I had to make 2 separate verses, because I can't let this one go. I can't not let this one be in my top Spider-Man. So I had to make two multiverses, but it works out. It works out because you separate the TV show from the MCU, the comics. Since we're on the subject of it, can I have those two boxes over there? This is gonna be coming up on a future review. Hey Mishi, what it do? Yeah, both of those. So this is gonna be coming
I
up on.
also got another super
Oh,
rare figure.
okay. These are going to be coming up on a YouTube review, but I found this guy yesterday at GameStop. This girl, sorry. The Toy Connect was trying to trade me for this one, but like I said, the trades aren't really fair. The way I look at it, you shouldn't always try to get over on someone if he's one of your core customers. I go to this guy a lot, but lately I've been getting the shaft, so I'm not messing with them. Uh, yeah, I found her yesterday, and then a fellow collector found this one for me and sold it to me at retail. That's what we're supposed to be doing, guys. We're supposed to be taking care of each other. We put all these posts on Instagram about uplifting each other, supporting each other. Support each other in the wallet, in the dollar amount. He let me get it for what he paid for it. He wasn't trying to make a few bucks. He wasn't, whatever. But yeah, these are going to be coming up on a future, like a standard YouTube review. Just because I want to get into detail and talk about these guys. So these were like flea market finds. Flea market finds is where you find most of your rare stuff, and usually at a pretty cheap price. Flea markets and yard sales. Sometimes people are just, one, trying to get rid of a figure, two, don't even know what they have, and three. Oh, and three, my sister's doing a yard sale right now, so shout out to her. If you guys are in the Bay Area and looking to do some yard sale, let me know, and I'll shoot you her address. She's doing it today and tomorrow, Super Bowl Sunday. She'll be out there yard sailing. But yeah, this is the Rosie that I have. This is the reason why I didn't chase after the updated version. Yeah, the head scope on it, on the alternate head scope, was really good. That was the one thing that was kicking me, right. It does come with blast effects. I've got the Iron Man 2019, 2020. We got the Iron Man 2020, and the blast effects slot in perfectly with that. You can do everything that that one has. I think with the exception is that this Gatling gun turns. And another one, I in our top 10 review, I gave a shout out to Rectangular in a roundabout sort of way, but two blasters on each hand. You know, he did the whole thing where you got to buy two of them to get a two blaster. Shout out to Rectangular. I was gonna try to ambush him into getting him to follow me on his live stream last night, but I forgot to watch it live. So I caught it on rewatch, and I'll get him next week. I'll get him next week. And tune in next week, and I'll let you guys know if I got Rectangular following me now. We'll see. We'll see. Killer Mike, you want to read some comments for us? There is a yeah the gold. You're right. I knew for sure there was four, and I was thinking about a fifth spawn. Uh, duh, 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 duh. This guy I had to I think if you 2012, no, it's got to be older than that. I mean, it's points of articulation. I've seen this at a comic book store. It came in a 4-pack with the twins and Guardian. Is his name Guardian? He's got the red Guardian. There you go. He's got the Canadian flag on his chest. Super cool. He's just Guardian. Okay. Yeah. Super cool. We've got the build a figure still in box. We've got the figures for everything still in box. The only one that I didn't buy was Paladin. Paladin doesn't even want to be Paladin. So I picked up his leg just on eBay, but I've got the entire wave still in box. We've got the entire Sauron wave still in box. Uh, part yeah, parts of the lizard are still in box. I'm kind of dragging my feet on opening the lizard because the moment I open up the lizard, Hasbro's going to re-release them on these vintage card backs. So he'll probably come in he'll be a bigger box like this. But the minute I open mine, Hasbro's going to re-release this guy is going to re-release them in this card back, and then I'm just going to you know. But yeah, I still have to watch the video. But what are your thoughts on the Bath Bane? Yeah. Okay, so we kind of double dipped on that one. We opened it on the live stream, and then we also made a standard review on it. Um, if you guys were here for the live, you saw how hard it was to pop the pieces in. And sure, yeah, warm the fig up, and then things slide in better. While that is true, once the figure cools down, the thigh joint, you can't. Oh my God, there's nothing you can't turn that far. So all those cool walking poses where he's like coming at you, you can't do it with the figure because he's got no hip articulation. So it sucks that aesthetically the figure's beautiful. I love everything about it. Right. A lot of people don't like his skin tone. They wanted the standard skin tone. Okay, yeah, easy fix on that one. But the only pose you can really get him in is him just staying like this. His elbows don't bend to a 90 degree. They're maybe about that far. Um, if you try to get him in like a flex and muscle pose, you get the. You know what I mean? Don't talk about it. Be about it. Here we go. Not a lot, and I'm not gonna be rough for the sake of the review, but arm slot so right. You open it up, you got that messes it up for any cool poses you want to do. The hands pop off super easy. I don't like that about it. I had to cut it with an X-Acto knife to get it to open up, kind of you know resembling a figure, and then it just so easily does. They pop off so easy. It's a good looking figure. I'm not gonna say don't buy it because this figure here was really good. I really like that. Maybe they could have had the port up a little higher. I don't like where he sits kind of that far down on his back. Yeah, he does look pretty. Yeah, I like it. I do. Um, you just have to know that he's gonna be in the most vanilla of poses. Just sitting in the back, not doing a whole lot. So that's where we're at in that. Mischievous Unicorn is waiting on deck to come and say hello, and then he'll talk about one of these other figures. You can even tell us where you found it. Come on in, Mischievous. Oh, he's bringing one more fig. Don't look at my butt, guys. Yeah, right. The Wolfpack official censor. Sorry, you took my chair.
That's too bad.
No, you're
So, another rare figure that we have is Angela. I believe she was from the Groot wave.
Yeah, it was the Guardians of the Galaxy. It might have even been the blue guy with like that like triple cannon gun. Um,
Yondu.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Tiger guy.
Tigress. I
No,
want to say.
Tigress is from Kung Fu Panda.
Okay, all right. Yeah, Angela. She came with an alternate. Well, not an alternate. She comes with her sword, and then she's got these two. She can dual wield her weapons, and she lost out on the vote, but she was gonna be remade. Silk got the win.
It was uh, it was Silk, Electra, and Sif.
Yeah, well, if what do move your feet, lose your seat. Yeah, that's true. But if we're going by jailhouse rules, me and him should be fighting right now.
Okay,
Uh,
bring
to
it on,
to
man.
tell us about this one.
I'm not actually pretty sure on what his name is, but he looks a lot like Juggernaut.
Yeah, when we got him, I believe his name is Bulldozer. He's like with Whiplash and Whirlwind and those guys. He runs around with them. But we had just seen Deadpool 2, so I was like, that's Juggernaut, man. We can make a Juggernaut out of this dude. Everything's there. Everything's there for you to make for you to make a Juggernaut. So super cool fig. Digging those. All right, how was your week?
Good.
Good. Tell us something interesting that happened this week.
Well, I had a sleepover yesterday with Baby J.
I don't know who Baby J is, so that's irrelevant.
So, we did a video on Baby J a few years ago, back when we were new to YouTube. Yeah, updated version.
Yeah, Baby J was actually in our T Rex video, so and I probably dropped out on sound. I'm not sure. Hey, what's up, Dante? All right, cool. Yeah, we're just talking about how catching everybody on rewatch sometimes. We've all got jobs. We've all
Called
got
the Dan Who Squad.
the Dan Who's Squad. Yeah, yeah.
Bring Frogman over. It'll attract him.
Where is Frog?
Over there.
He's on the thing. All right, cool. Yeah, no, we're just talking about how sometimes life gets in the way. No one's paying us to do this stuff. You do it because you want to do it. Brandon, Hero Collectibles, he's here, so we'll leave him here in the live stream with us.
Spam the frog emojis if you need to.
Yeah, right. His internet's lagging. That's why he's not moving so much. But yeah.
Just slowly move every few minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Life gets in the way. No one pays us to do this stuff. I joke with my friends at work. Sometimes they're like, oh, throw my hard hat down. Bleep this. I'm going to YouTube. But it's YouTube don't pay the bills, man. We're doing this for fun. Anyone who has a show, anyone who does these things knows it. It's unless you're like doing makeup or stuff like that. No, you're not gonna keep the lights on doing this show. But yeah, all right, man. What's up? What you trying to do? You trying to open some figs or what?
Yep.
All right. Read that comment to us, Killer Mike.
Let's see. One thousand notes. I thought Frogman was going to be a peg winner, and now it's Peter B. Parker.
Peter B. You know what? I'm switch sides because I need you to run me stuff. Start bringing me the aforementioned Peter B. Parker. Okay, so with Frogman, right? We were how would they ever get their money's worth from that Dr. Octopus body mold? There you go, Frogman.
Doc Ock was kind of a peg warmer.
No, he wasn't. Get out of here. Give me your. Kids, kids. All right, so it's essentially the Doc Ock mold. They added a backpack, his springs for flight that I just barely found out were springs maybe last week, and then the head mold. But yeah, there you go. It's I didn't like it either. You're right. I was like, it's definitely going to be a pegworm, but it's so unique that it's making the rounds. People are like, oh man, I gotta have that one. So that's that's pretty cool. Zartan, yeah, no lick, tough, tough. And then Peter B is there's not a whole lot to him, but the fact that you have a Peter B. Parker, a Peter Ben Riley Parker, it's pretty cool in its own right. Now, I know people are like, well, the Mafex is way better than this one. This is Marvel Legends. Yeah, that's true, but Mafex, you got to spend a little bit of that dough. Mischievous, come back. Let me get Miles. You can't act dumb on the live stream and then expect to sit in, bro. Come on, we're live. All right, so same goes for Miles. A dollar point might get you a better figure, a better articulated figure. This is a really good figure. I like this one. So if I had to say out of the two, yeah, I'm definitely going here. Out of these two, just because of Brandon, I'm going to say this is a better figure. We need to get him a head sculpt. We need to get him a Brandon head sculpt and fit this guy in. Eddie Brock fits in pretty good. And anybody with like a Hyperion body mold would fit in pretty good. I'm pretty sure you can get like Thor from Infinity War to fit into that one. Yeah, 8 more Walgreens. Yeah, I did 13, guys, in 2 days. I did 13. Just today, I did one. I was gonna do a second one, but I'm like, nah, too much for me. All right. Let me know in the chat if we should bring Mischievous back on. Is he acting right, or should we keep him right where he's at? Polly Boylan, frogs. Yep, frog emoji. Um, so we're kind of trying to stick to a theme, but themes go throughout the wayside. Let me get box number one. The theme was gonna be Galaxy's Edge. Did you guys get a chance to make it out before they started shutting down the country? I know here on the West Coast, Disneyland shut down. We're almost coming up on the 1 year anniversary of no Disneyland. That's kind of hurts my heart to be honest with you. I know in Florida they shut down for a bit. They opened up. I'm not sure if they're still open now. I don't know. It's up to you what you guys want to do with in this in this pandemic lifestyle. But yeah, here on the West Coast, we're shut down. No Disneyland. So that was gonna be our theme. We actually made it up to Galaxy's Edge summer of 2019, and did two reviews. Did a food review for Galaxy's Edge, and then we did Is Galaxy's Edge worth it? We're if think of like if you're a family of four, i.e. us, trying to make it out. Is it worth the trip? Are you getting your money's worth? Yeah, it's Disneyland. But you're all pros and cons. Check out the video if you want. Scroll down. I try to put different categories of videos for travel, food, and hacks. That way, I don't know, makes it a little easier. Makes it a little easier watching that. Dude, what about Screech? Yeah, Screech, freaking Dustin Diamond. I think he was he. I haven't seen the new revival of it, but I believe he was the only one that didn't ask back because of the he had a trouble with his. And I mean, when you grow up being Screech, no one's ever gonna not see you as Screech. Think of the what you talking about, Willis. Think about Emmanuel Lewis, Webster. No one doesn't see him as Webster. No one saw what you're talking about Willis as not what you're talking about Willis. So of course, you're trying to have dinner with your wife or something like that. Some random dude just Screech. You know, it's hard. Growing up in the public eye in Hollywood, and then yeah, he did do some stuff. You know, he had his bad boy phase. Everyone has it. So yeah, but it's man, it was stage 3 lung cancer. That sounds like he never got checked. Stage 3, it takes a long time for lung cancer to get to stage 3. So get yourselves checked, guys, regularly. That's a must. That's a must. Um, he had some cool toys too. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on I think it was Total Toy Recon's been posting a lot of stuff. Yeah, he had the flag. He had like oh my god, almost every GI Joe that I could think of. Vehicles and otherwise, man. Yeah, really good collection. Man, if those are up for an auction to pay for the cost of his funeral, I'd go to charity, go to lung cancer research, something like that. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. All right, Mischievous, you want to come back in? Open up some toys?
No, thank you.
No, all right. Killer Mike, come on in. Huh? Update time. He's gonna update us on his fig. I'll show you guys what we're gonna be opening.
Alright, so this, I'm guessing, is supposed to be like the top of Master Chief's helmet, but you can't really tell now because there's nothing really there.
Hang on one second. So if you guys missed it last week, he started opening up the head for Master Chief on it's a mega block. It's like a 400 piece, something like that. So he got in the 2.5 3 hours that we were streaming, he didn't get very far. Played with it a little bit throughout the week. So yep. All right. You got your earpiece in or no? Yeah. Bring the whole thing. West Coast is getting Zartan first. Yeah, you know who I blame is MCU. MCU Collector posted a photo, and then after that, man, it was off to the races. Everybody was trying to find this thing.
So I think it's supposed to go on something like this. So.
Yep. All right. Well, slow and steady wins the race, I guess. You can read chats for us.
Okay.
So that's Prowler from Stiltman. We've got like I said, we've got the Lizard Wave one. Now I don't know about you, but I didn't consider this guy that great of a character until the Spider-Verse movie came out and we got an update of him. This guy legit scares you in the movie. Like just the music that's played when he's on screen it blows this guy out of the water. It's like I don't even know who you are, bro. This guy I wake up with a little bit of pee-pee in my pants. And then Gwen, Spider Gwen, Ghost Spider, Gwanda, and then Spider Ham. So when we got Monster Venom, we got it secondary market already pre-built. So I didn't get Typhoid Mary and Spider Ham and stuff like that. Now building your Spider Verse, I started regretting it. Like, oh, why didn't I do it? Same thing with Pork Chop, right? The head of the Venomized one. So yeah, we're getting a second shot, and then we got a unmasked, accurate to the movie. She's not here. You know what? She's on that table. We got an accurate to the movie Gwendolyn. So here's this is the 2-pack. That's Mischievous, and he can actually have it back now. They to build our Spider Verse, everyone kind of donated into the collection, but they could start having theirs back. It was the 2-pack Miles and Gwen. Her arm was super locked in. We had to heat it up to get it to go. All right, man, you ready to open up some figs?
Yep.
We're gonna be building what we have of the Stilt Man. We don't have the stilts, so the irony of it is the one thing he's known for, he's not gonna have. So he's just gonna be, from the waist down.
From waist up.
Agent 93 says at least Spider-Ham wasn't a single release by himself.
Yeah, that would have sucked. That's like similar to what they did with the Black Series with Baby Yoda. A little teeny tiny box, still charge you $10 for that box. Go ahead. Still charge you $10 for that box. That's kind of, but I did it. As you if you guys saw on Instagram, We do Where's Baby Yoda hiding? Once in a while, we'll hide them in random places and let people pick to see where they want or if they were right.
I didn't even know where Baby Yoda was hiding. That's how well you hid him.
He's good. He's
Yeah.
good. He's good at what he does. All right.
So we got the briefcase out. You can open it.
Yeah, what I like about that briefcase, similar to like if you have Destro's briefcase, it opens up and you can do some stuff. I mean, there you go. There you go. And it's got money.
A lot of money in there.
All right, let me check that out. Open up your guy, and then let's throw him on the heater so that we can play with his joints a little bit. So yeah, it's pretty similar to Destro's briefcase. I think he's got gold in there and a little bit of money, and then yeah, that's cool. You can ATBA the heck out of this thing. And it comes with the arm, right?
Yeah.
And I've got Wanda. She comes with a ton of accessories. The torso, which we needed her torso, his torso, so that we could start building. We couldn't do anything with the head, that back plate. Pretty solid. It's your standard Bucky Cap mold looks like nothing too crazy. He's got these little rockets or whatever it is. Got the hand. Comment below if you guys have found this. Comment below if you've got your Stiltman built. If you do, how tall? How tall are you going? How many hand ninjas do you got? I know I was checking out. Phil Jones had 3 of them. Last night I was watching Manny X's video. He's got 10. He said it goes up to 7 feet. Let's heat this up too.
Falls over.
Yeah, no, it falls over way before that. Heat that up too.
Ghost just says, "Great stream, guys. Work is over, so I gotta go.
Uh,
See you all later."
all right, man. Thanks for coming out. Where we at? All right, Spider Ham. I'm assuming he has not very much articulation.
You never know.
Comment below if you guys have the original and pick this one up. Is it the same? I can't remember. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't care enough to get the figure, and then the movie came out, and then after that, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, he's not especially because he was voiced by no,
No, that was
it was Timon, the Pumbaa. No, Timon, the guy that voiced the Daniel something, not Daniel Day-Lewis, but he did Timon in The Lion King. Nathan Lane, that's his name. Yeah, Nathan Lane does the voice of him, and hilarious. He made the character. Like I can't not see this guy and not see Nathan Lane on there. So
I think for the original Spider-Ham, he actually did have arm rotation and leg rotation, so he was a bit bigger than this.
okay, so you'll be able to tell them apart then if you've got the original and the reissue. So she comes with 2 web shooting hands, stinger hands. One thing I'm noticing is that the Spider-Verse Wanda and the 2-pack Miles and Gwen, we're getting pink on this one, and this is more of a purplish background. Are we picking that up? See if you can fix the studio light and aim it at us, like lift it up just a little bit. Okay, so let's bring Wanda out. All right, there you go. Side by side comparison. She came with an unmasked head too, right? But it was more comic book accurate. Can you find that head? Side by side, we see that it's not a shot for shot respray. There are slight differences in the paint. Same body mold, but we're seeing different paints. Down. Okay, so in the first one, it's the straps are just painted on. This time around, we get molded straps, molded shoes.
Legionary Base says, yeah, the first one was slightly bigger and had minimal articulation.
Okay, so with this one, all we're getting is just head articulation, which I wasn't expecting much out of them. All he's got to do is kind of filler space back down here at the bottom of your displays.
Killer Mike, check on Prowler.
And fattest one person says that Kakashi's shirt looks so sick, man. Looking fresco.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, we got Weebs in the chat. Shout out to the Weebs.
Weaves have joined the chat.
Yeah. Okay, so there's the differences in the heads. Definitely, I'm gonna say that this is a better head. This is not an awful head though. You can use this for a lot of different things. It is not an exact for the alternate that we got for Mary Jane and Gwen Stacy, but it's still a good head. We got Prowler, and let's switch and get her. We'll get her on the heater too. She feels a little stiff.
Here's Prowler and the arm
All right, Prowler. This is a really accurate shot of what he looked like in Spider-Verse. I like the cape. It's pretty flexible. It's not rigid at all. I like how it's got these curves, the bend in it, and you can see it from the backside too, which is pretty cool. I like the did he use that for punching? I don't remember. One thing that I liked on the original that this one doesn't have is the claws. He had some pretty gnarly claws in the movie, and this figure came with super cool claws. This one does not. Cool figure though. You guys remember what the uncle's name was?
Uncle Aaron.
Uncle Aaron. All right. An unmasked head of Uncle Aaron. What
Aaron Davis.
Yeah, Aaron Davis would have been sweet. Miles Davis. They just barely missed out on if the dad would have claimed him as his kid, we wouldn't have Miles Morales. We would have Miles Davis. If you know Jazz, you know Miles Davis. I like it though. He's on a Bucky Cap mold of sorts. The arms are different, and then of course his gauntlets and the hands completely different. I like the boots. Definitely is better than this one. What would you say? 100%?
Yeah, 100%.
100%. He's different.
110%.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. What would you rate this guy? Just as a standalone figure, not even part of a corresponding way. What would you rate him?
I'd give him a 9. Yeah.
Just because he's very accurate to the source material, to the Spider-Verse movie.
Yeah, like he's pretty well detailed, but he doesn't have that scary feeling.
Well, all right. So kicks up and back that far, spreads it open that far. We get 360. Get an ab crunch. Goes back that far, and since the cape has flex to it, it can go back. One thing I want to see is if you take the head off or take the cape off, how sometimes with caped figures they get kind of a gangly neck. Sorry. All right, so we do see that it is the Bucky Cap torso. Well, you know what? I'm not. Doesn't feel like we're getting that. That doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
That doesn't look bad at all without the cape.
It just looked like you put a mask over it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely like an executioner mask. There's tons of room for customization to these figures. And then another thing is a lot of people have been doing a spawn, a 6-inch spawn with this figure, and then just using the leg to build the lizard. But that's actually kind of cool. Yeah, you could definitely make like an executioner custom with that. That's sweet. Cape. So that could slide in, maybe even a Mysterio, something. All right, go get Gwen. She might be ready for off the heater. Warm your figures up. Marvel Legends is probably the better ones that come out of the box like ready to play, ready to pose, but they're still not without their faults. Figure snap. I broke the arm on my 2-pack Magneto Charles Xavier.
Don't forget Blonde Widow.
Yeah. I broke the arm on that one because I said this when they first revealed that pinless technology. It's not 100% foolproof. Maybe the plastic is going to be different. Maybe it's going to deteriorate, and it did. I was trying to just get the arm up, and I snapped it right at the bicep, just completely off. There's no way of fixing it at the joint. So
Alright, so Wanda, her articulation feels pretty good. The arm, on the other hand, not so much. It's still pretty tight.
still stiff.
Yeah. I had to like bend it myself.
Okay, yeah. All right. That's our Spider Verse as it stands right now. As it stands right now, that's our Spider Verse. We're gonna be I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait when the whole fad passes of, oh man, look at this big old stilt man that I have. You know, people are gonna start selling them off, and you know, I'll buy it at a cost. I don't really want to collect hand ninjas. I don't know too much about them. I don't know too much about stilt man either. But for the foreseeable future, he's gonna be Nub Man. He's just gonna
No,
he's
man.
just gonna have nubs. What do you say we build him? To while I build him, you tell us what you think about Wanda.
Alright, so she's got the standard woman mold that every woman has from Marvel Legends.
Yeah, they have maybe about three different molds that they go back to.
This is how far she can stick her arms out. She gets full
Come a little
360.
closer to the camera.
She gets full 360 on the arms. She has the regular rocker that women have. Kicks out pretty far. Almost can do the splits. Double jointed knees. Rotation at the calf, and then ankle pivot up and down.
Come on, Wolf Dad, you can't even get the head in. That's what she said. Heat that up for us. Heat that up for us. Fumble. So he comes with a left arm and a right arm. Left arm in. This thing here we got played, man. They could have given us that with the back, but they had to have a six figure. They had to have a six figure. Hasbro wanted to cash in. So, but we legit we could have had. They could have put this in with anything. Same thing with the arms. They do that all the time. They give us two arms with a build a figure piece, especially as small as this thing is. It's not like Sugar Man where you had to package things ridiculous. That slots in like thus, and then it's got a peg down at the in the back. All right, so far so good. He comes with a fisted hand and a gripping hand. Do you have the gun that went with him?
You mean the briefcase?
Is it a briefcase? I thought he came with two guns. Well, two guns and a briefcase, right? I don't know. We'll find it.
No, I only brought up the briefcase.
All right, people in the chat. Does he come with two guns and a briefcase, or just a gun and a briefcase?
Just a briefcase.
What's that last chat, mischievous? You're chilling out. We need our producers, man.
New subscriber here. I'm glad 665 did not want to be 666. Lol.
Yeah.
Glam Parker said that.
Sweet. Yeah, we're you know what we're getting.
Want to call Mephisto.
Yeah, you know what we're getting dangerously close to that number two. So if anyone can help us out to just blow past that, and if you guys want to get us to 700, that's cool. Thank you, appreciate it. You want to get us to 1,000?
Get us past the certain number.
Yep. So for the foreseeable future, this is how how we're posing them. He's no longer Stilt Man. He is Nub Man. Nub Man and Robin. Cool. So there he is. Now you made a tremendous mistake. You haven't watched WandaVision at all,
No.
right? Not this last episode. We're in the realm of spoilers right now. We're easing into the realm of spoilers. So you might have to step off or
Get out of the house.
yeah, or get spoilers. But I mean, you know what we do on this channel. We're on our ninth week in a row of doing this. So
Is it 9th week?
it's ninth week. We're episode number 9. So we're gonna get in the realm of spoilers. I'm gonna ask you to dip up out of here, and I'm gonna bring
I'll go to the back.
yeah I'll bring Mischievous in, and we're gonna talk some WandaVision. Everyone in the chat, feel free to comment your thoughts, and we'll let you know. Pretty cool. I like it.
What's up, Wolfpackers? What did we think of WandaVision?
Bye, dude. WandaVision was
What that?
WandaVision was pretty good. It was
WandaVision.
yeah. Some people might not have liked it. We'll get to what happened at the ending because oh my God, that ending, right? But yeah. So it if you liked last week's episode, you get more of that. If you like uncovering, peeling back layers, you get a lot of that in this episode too. So it's okay. How the episode start?
I, from what I remember, it started off with the twins as newborns, and Wanda and Vision are struggling.
Yeah.
They're bad parents.
So we get a little fourth wall break, even if you will, with Agnes and her and Vision. They kind of Vision goes off script, and Agnes comes and turns and looks at Wanda. Like, you want me to do the you want me to do it again? Take it from the top. So right there, we're seeing that the pocket dimension has it's got Swiss cheese holes in it.
Yep.
There's holes in it. There's loops in it. So she's able to kind of just play it off like, well, I don't know, she's confused, this and that, right? And they move on. She uses a little magic. She sprays the lavender, which a lot of people still think that the Agnes is behind things, right? And the big reveal is that there's that she's just an underboss. There's someone above her, possibly Ralph. Possibly Ralph is the FBI informant that Wu's looking for, right?
Or he could be Mephisto, but Wolf Daddy, you know how you were saying that there's Swiss cheese holes? Maybe that's a way to get the Spider Verse into the MCU.
We'll touch on that. There's some other people that are in line before the Spider Verse, but yeah, it's uh, what's it in the Multiverse of Madness?
That's the Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah. And Wanda's rumored to be in that one, so
She's also rumored to be in Spider-Man 3.
So yeah, getting way ahead of ourselves there with who's coming into what, but like we said, we'll touch on it in a bit. But the twins, the twins morph into 5-year-olds. Pretty cool. And the thing about that is that Wanda doesn't have control of them. She tried using her magic to get them to stop crying. They control themselves. She's not even in control of them aging, which is it speaks volumes for things to come. You know, just me having kids. I know what that's like. And then I'm sixes and sevens. I'm all over the place on it, but good episode for me. Good episode.
Yeah.
We get to we see it from Sword's point of view one more time with Monica Rambeau and things like that. We see about the director, which some people are speculating might be Mephisto himself, trying to. It's kind of we're on episode 5. Hindsight will be 2020 once we're at the season finale. We're like, oh, why didn't I see this? Because he's doing that, or you know. But it's and anything can happen. Everything's up for speculation right now. What we did in this episode, though, clearly they want you to make him as the villain. He's the bad guy because he's doing his job. You know, a superhuman is taking control of a town, holding people hostage, but she's not bad. She's
Yeah.
it's
It's complicated.
let's put the blame on this guy because he's a government official who's doing his job. You know, for now, maybe he's Mephisto, maybe he's not. Who knows? But we find out that Wanda broke in 9 days after the blip, right? Um, she breaks in and gets
Vision's corpse.
yeah. So we know that it's taking place after Infinity War and 9 days after Endgame because it happened 9 days after the blip. If my math is right, because it's been 2 weeks since Monica Rambeau came back to work, and then are we adding 9 days onto that? So that'd put us at what, 25 days?
I guess.
23 days. So between 2 to 3 weeks of the blip.
Who even knows at this point?
Yeah, who even knows? And then yeah, but bunch of different stuff. The kids age themselves again. Ultron's at work, and they send in the email, and now people are becoming aware of what's going on, and he's able to break the guy out of his spell. What's that guy's name? You remember that guy?
No. I forget his name.
Well, and anyways, if you're watching us now, you're already beyond that point. So you know that he broke out of it, and the thing is, yeah, his mind is still active in that trance state that he's in. So yeah, first thing he wanted to do was get a hold of his family, get a hold of his sister, and things like that. Um, and yeah, we find out the dog Sparky, which we only just met him, maybe 10 minutes earlier.
Uh-huh.
Gone, Benito. The way of he went to go see Mephisto. You think that might be Mephisto in dog form?
Yeah, I've heard rumors about it, but I don't really believe it. But I haven't seen any theories of it.
It's a stretch. It'd be a stretch. Him the dog being Mephisto.
It'd be kind of silly.
Yeah, I'd lean more towards the director, but that one might even be a stretch too. I think right now at this point we're just reaching for like anything we could think of.
Anyone could just be Mephisto.
Yep, and then they have a heart to heart. She has a heart to heart with the kids, which is a prelude to the big reveal at the end, right? Um, she's telling her kids to stay that age, and also that you can't use your powers to benefit you in certain situations, which is what parents tell their kids anyways about trying not cutting corners. And
Great power comes great
there you
responsibility.
go, there you go.
That also could speculate to more Spider Verse.
Yeah, yeah, the Spider Verse. You know what? Let's get right to it. They Vision confronts Wanda about what's going on, and that was a really good scene. That the both interactions, if you notice from the kitchen to the living room, two entirely separate scenes. Now they were still in the narrative of a TV show. The cool thing with that is in TV shows, in 30-minute sitcoms, stories stories wrap up in 30 minutes, and then the next episode starts off, you start off fresh. None of that ever happened, which is the format that they're following every time Wanda does the time jump with them. Vision catches it. He's like, oh, for what? So that you can we can go to bed, we can watch TV, and things go back to normal, like nothing ever happened. The credits start rolling, right? And it's like, well, no, it's not going to wrap up in 30 minutes, guys. And I'm not positive, but I think at the 30-minute point is where that happens. If you guys notice, this episode was a lot longer than the episodes we
41 minutes.
technically maybe about 36 minutes of
Yeah.
actual show time. But I think at the 30-minute mark is when the credits start, is when they start rolling. I could be wrong. Um, and then yeah, they when they get to the living room, that symbolizes they're no longer in that TV show format. And they when Vision just rises up, I'm like, oh, it's about to go down. They're gonna start throwing them.
Then we see Wanda also levitating.
Yeah, and they're squared off. Vision,
Energy balls.
yeah, Vision looks over to the door, kind of predicting it. You get a knock on the door, and what happened?
Wanda opens the door and Pietro.
Pietro, her dead brother, Pietro, but it's not the Pietro we know. Evan freaking Peters. Evan Peters from American Horror Story. The Fox Quicksilver.
And it kind of ties in with everything. So, they're in the 80s, and the last time we see Quicksilver in Dark Phoenix is in the 80s. So maybe she pulled him from that universe?
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. Last time we saw him was Dark Phoenix, which takes place in the 80s. That's a good catch. Um, yeah, a lot of people are upset. A lot of people are upset that you're breaking continuity, and Darcy's there to kind of break fourth wall and like, oh, did you recast Pietro? Um, but yeah, the thing with that is, yeah, you're definitely jumping into different multiverses now, and technically Fox is owned by Disney now, so it's under the same umbrella. It's all one company now, right? So
Yeah.
so why wouldn't you be able to pull a Wolverine over? Why wouldn't you be able to pull a Deadpool? This is the start of it. So they lay the groundwork so that in a year they give us a movie that has so and so and so and so, and then they just fall back on this. No, well, like we've been multiverse jumping. We did it in the Multiverse of Madness. We're doing it in Spider-Man 3. They're setting us up now so that in a year or two, when all these different multiverses are collapsing within each other, you're just like, oh yeah, no, I saw this coming. I saw this coming back in 2021. But yeah, it's comment below what you guys thought about that. It's kind of it was. I'm a big Evan Peters fan. I love American Horror Story and a bunch of the movies he's been in. So me seeing him in there, I was like, yes, perfect. Some people don't. Some people don't like him the way I like. Some people wish that they kept the original actor, which was Kick-Ass, by the way. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
Well, my thought is that I am some people.
Yeah. Okay. Elaborate.
Because I get it. We want to bring in some Fox people, but she still could have brought the Pietro that she knew, that she watched die.
Yeah. Well, okay, so but she also talked about how you can't bring people back from the dead just to benefit you. Well, I'll pluck this other guy that's not my brother but is my brother from this Fox universe is what we'll call it. Excuse me. Yeah. So that was it. That kind of sums up the hex. Sorry, Darcy, I'm taking your thing. The hex.
But, Wolf Dad, you might have forgot one thing, but Killer Mike could be listening.
Well, it's on him for not watching.
So, when Wanda and the twins, they're going out to look for the dog. I already forget its name.
Sparky.
Sparky. Uh, Monica, she flies into Westview with
Yeah.
a drone,
Yes, I did forget about that. You're right. You're right.
and then the director, he's telling the drone to fire, and
Yeah.
Monica didn't even know that it was
All right.
on.
So yeah, pretty much, Monica comes to the conclusion. Well, why don't we use something that's already from that time? Because everything that goes in kind of gets turned into whatever from era appropriate. So let's send in a drone from the '80s. And yeah, it was armed. Monica didn't know, so she comes out like a spoiled brat. Is this yours? Throws it at him.
And she's Russian again.
Yeah, she's got it. She's got it. She brought back her accent. She looks just like Age of Ultron and Endgame. Has the thick Russian accent that or the thick was it Latvian? No, that's
Sokovia,
Sokovian. Yeah, the thick Sokovian accent.
this is your only warning. Stay out of my home.
And then a lot of similarities to what she did to the director that Magneto did to the police in the very first X-Men movie where he turns the guns on. The guns actually shoot, and the bullet is like here, and then he starts kind of forcing it into the guy's forehead. That's
Reminds me of Sebastian Shaw.
yeah, it was a really cool callback, and people were already saying the similarities. On last week's episode, Rich, articulated heroines, said that it's a magnetic gravity field, the hex, the anomaly, the Maximoff anomaly, right? So who controls magnetism? And
Magneto or Polaris.
so we just got a character from the connected universe, so it's going to be good. I've got a feeling next week's episode is going to be kind of a dud, almost a bridge episode, right? They're going to build up on some stuff, and then 2 weeks from today, we're going to be talking about how, oh my God, episode 7. Did you see episode 7? This and that, but we'll see.
And we also learn that Wanda, she isn't the one that's controlling everything in Westview.
So she says. So she says she might.
I'm not the one with the guns, director.
Well, no. As far as like when her and Vision are arguing, she says, "You think I'm getting people, having people walk their dogs or getting them to dentist appointments? So maybe there's someone controlling everything, and she's just there. She's a part of it." Another theory I heard is that maybe she made an alternate personality for herself, one where she's in the TV narrative, and then the one when she came out. You saw how she had her whole gear change, her accent came back. So that's those are little things that we need to pick up on. Z-Man in our Discord said that once the show's over, he's gonna rewatch everything and watch it in a theatrical format. That way you're not, and that does make sense, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna not watch it now. I'm not gonna wait until all 8 weeks are up and then go because the spoilers.
And I think Kevin Feige, he did an interview, and a question about Wanda is, what happened to her accent, and he said that apparently Black Widow taught her how to change it for undercover missions,
Nice, nice.
which can probably explain why it's back.
He's no longer undercover. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. Well, I guess that's it for the that's it for Wanda talk. If you guys want to drop
No
some,
spoilers.
yeah, if you guys want to drop a few comments, we're down to still talk about that. Like I said, it is a Galaxy's Edge themed episode. Even though we're always talking about Wanda every episode, we're on 2 days after, so you know that the hype train is still pretty high on.
One day after.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I stayed up and watched it at midnight, but yeah, technically it was still Thursday. It carried over. Let's see what we got over here, and then can you bring over those other figures that are on that cardboard? Galaxy's Edge, Disneyland's billion-dollar project. As soon as they took over for Lucasfilms, they said, you know what, we're gonna rehaul it. We're gonna this franchise that you guys have. We're gonna rewrite it the way we want to. Just bring the cardboard. I want that cardboard too. Mischievous. The figures were already on the cardboard. Just pick up the cardboard and bring it to me. Where was I? Yeah. I don't know.
$1 billion project.
Billion-dollar project that Disney is taking over for, and they're going to want the story written in their own words. You spend that much money, I'm gonna tell it the way I want to tell it, not George Lucas's way. So what we got were the prequels, and yes, I know the prequels are horrible. Everybody hates the prequels. I know. There was a time when everyone hated the sequels. There was a time when everyone hated the prequels. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, you crapped on our childhood and this and that." Right now, all of a sudden, because the sequels were so bad, the prequels are cool again. And give it time, give it another 10, 15 years, and you'll probably be like Aaron Johnson. He's not that bad. Ryan Johnson's not that bad of a director. He didn't ruin Luke Skywalker's character that bad. But but yeah. So when we went to Galaxy's Edge, I saved this part. I saved this part about it. It was a really cool box, but there was nothing that I could really do with it. But you can only buy this at the trading post in Galaxy's Edge. It was a three figure set.
Plus the mouse droid.
Yeah, it was actually really expensive. I was gonna pass on it. It said $70 plus tax. And my wife was like, "Well, you never buy yourself anything. You should probably pick it up." I'm like, and even then, I was still like, "Well, we're all the way here." But Disneyland has a really cool thing where they put your name on it and they'll send it up to the front store over on Main Street on the other side of the gate. So when you're leaving, you can pick up your stuff and then go to your hotel, go back home or whatever it is, and not have to worry about carrying this all day long. It looks like that, but it was in a bigger box. It was in a big bulky box like this, you know. But there's not a whole lot I can do with the box. I thought, well, maybe I'll save this and just keep it as a background. I don't, whatever. But it came with the Mountain Trooper, which later they sold individually. Why? Because Disneyland wants to make back some of that money that they spent on Galaxy's Edge. No one's going into Galaxy's Edge right now, so they're going to sell these figures to you individually. Because I guarantee no one would have bought this $70 box set if they released it again at Target. Comment below if you think otherwise. Yeah, the Mountain Trooper I think might have been the one of the best ones. This guy here, Captain Pry.
I call him Commander Gold.
Yeah, I think it is Commander Pry. Looks like a
Yeah, Commander.
yeah, looks like a respray of Phasma, and then just an alternate head. It was still cool, but the for me the coolest one in here was the Mountain Trooper. He looks like the speeder bike trooper to me. And then we had now this one was a reissue of a Kylo Ren that we've already had. Yeah, maybe there's better ones. Maybe there's worse ones. I don't know. Maybe you could have got an unmasked head one. Cape comes off, soft pliable rubber. What do you think of this? We don't have a Kylo Ren except for this one, so for me it was a no brainer. It was like, yeah, do it, and then you got the figures you need.
Meh, it's okay. But it doesn't have the cracked red helmet because it's before Rise of Skywalker
Yeah,
came out.
this one will be before Rise of Skywalker, and it also doesn't have the unmasked head. So I guess when they were selling the figure, it was before even Force Awakens. So they didn't do a reveal of what Kylo Ren looked like, which was really cool, by the way. That was one really cool thing. Force Awakens, the first time you hear his voice, you're just like, oh my god, that is super scary. Um, and then when he takes his helmet off, you're like, what, you? I've seen you in a bunch of movies, bro. You're not that intimidating. It was a little bit of a letdown. It was. I'm not gonna lie.
It would have been funnier if it was like, I don't know, Nick Cage to be under the mask.
Yeah. As you guys know, I'm extremely nasally. So we've got the Wolfpack official tissue. You need some?
No.
You should use some. But yeah. All right. So some of the other figures, Hondo was one. Unless you were really big on Clone Wars and even Rebels, there's nothing about Hondo that I'm like, oh man, I need to have this guy. He's he's an animatronic that you see in the ride, the Smuggler's Run. Um, but nothing too great about him. Which, by the way, Disney has already talked. There's already talks of overhauling Galaxy's Edge and turning it into Mandalorian or something. Mandalorian blew everything out of the water. To be honest with you, Mandalorian alone, its 2 seasons, is way better than all 3 prequels combined. That's fight me if you think otherwise.
It's better than all the prequels and sequels combined.
I don't know about, well, sequels I meant. Sorry, not prequels. I get dumb sometimes. All right, a couple figures. This guy might not have been very high on anyone's I want list. If you ever had a drink at the cantina at Olga's Cantina, Galaxy's Edge, boom, DJ Rex. Yep. So I'm a boomer. I still remember when he was your pilot for Star Tours. Then he got declassified and they moved him into something else. So
When
back,
Max Rebo needs a substitute.
yeah, right. Back in the days, he was the one piloting the your speeder, your spaceship in
Shuttle.
Star Tours, yeah, and voiced by Paul Rubens, Mr. Pee Wee Herman himself. So that's cool. I was gonna pass on him. The wife actually talked me into getting him. I was like, oh man, he's so cool. We were, it's sentimental. We were at Galaxy's Edge. We were having drinks there. Another guy, I've never even heard of this guy. The red stormtroopers are in the movie for legit like 30 seconds, but they were able to sell us 2 different figures off those 30 seconds of screen time. Yeah, he's a Sith trooper and all this stuff, but we've got no backstory. We don't know anything about him.
They might as well just make them force sensitive.
Yeah, and that very well could be. The other red Imperial guards. The Emperor kept people around him who were force sensitive. Maybe not full blown Jedi, not full blown Sith, but they had some kind of metachlorine running through their body. That's a thing. So we'll get this guy open. He looks like he's gonna be the same body mold. Like it's almost the same thing. So 25 on this one. I think this guy went for 25. I was able to find this one on clearance because there's no way I'm gonna spend 25 on a freaking droid and a droid that
That looks like Chopper.
yeah, looks like Chopper. This is actually though he's canon and it's confirmed that in A New Hope when they pick this droid first and then as he's blowing up, was his motivator, right? He had a bad motivator and he blows up and they end up taking the other droid being R2D2. So and we'll get it open, but he's got scoring, carbon scoring on the back, and it shows his where he took the hit. I got this one for $7.49 on clearance. I paid $8.18 after tax. Who do you want? I'm gonna open up this guy.
I'll take Rex.
All right, open up DJ Rex for us. Use that knife that my friend provided.
awkward silence.
Yeah, awkward silence. We talk so much, and then when we don't talk, that's when it gets weird.
Ooh, I like the backdrop.
Yeah. For that guy, I got a feeling we're gonna need to warm him up to get those joints to not break. So. All right. So get that, and then do you spin? Yeah. If you spin it out, that gets his third leg. Just like if you spin me out, I get my third leg. So there he is. He's got the teeth marks in there, and this one doesn't have the burns, but he is the same droid. He is the same droid that doesn't work, and then you get your story in New Hope. So very similar to Chopper's body mold, very similar to R2's mold. Let's get these other droids out here. Talk to our friends.
This is DJ Rex and arm. I think it can pop back in. Yeah.
Well, that's why I told you to heat it up.
No, it can pop back in.
Okay, well, go heat it up before we break things that can't be replaced. All right, so this guy will be kind of a variant. R5P8 is his actual name, and he'd be a variant of the two, right? He's got a square head, he's got a round head. So this would be their love child, maybe, I don't know. Cool. And like I said, this is not a $25 figure. So if you paid this at $25, leave your address down. I'll come and slap some sense into you for paying $25 for this big. All right, what do you think of this guy?
I like the teeth-looking marks.
Yeah, those were kind of cool. Now he doesn't have the cool effects that Chopper has. No, nobody can beat Chopper. Now don't get me wrong. I love
Can be that war criminal droid.
Yeah, I love R2. R2 is awesome, but if you watch Rebels, Chopper's way better. Chopper's a way better character, voiced by Dave Filoni, matter of fact.
When someone says to go stand on your head.
All right, let's get Cardinal out. Cardinal was found by my buddy Ronnie. I owe Ronnie a lot, man. He finds a lot of stuff for me. Sells them to me at retail price. Doesn't jack up the price because he can. Comes with one blaster, red and black to match Cardinal.
And the same mold as R2.
Yeah, same body mold. And we got another blaster. Is it similar? Yeah, it's the same. No, it's not the same. It's where's our other? All right, cool. So that's a new mold. That's a new mold for a gun. They're not the same. Have we seen this on other stormtroopers? Possibly. Cardinal, come on out.
Cardinal looks pretty cool.
Bye. Got the cloth goods cape. That's cool. Kind of drapes over his body, and then is there? It's not bendy wire, but it can hold this little silver strip, which is kind of cool. You kind of get your ACBA on right there. The tiny pistol slots in. Cool figlet. Let's see if he's on the newer body molds or the other body molds. Goes 360 on him. Single jointed at the elbows. He gets good flex though. These shoulder pads don't block too much. Let's see. Kicks forward. Oh, good. Most stormtroopers are terrible at kicking forward and kicking back. Spreads it open that much. That's not great. That's not great spreadability. Full 360 upper diaphragm, so there's no waist swivel. Kicks up or looks up that far. Looks down, so not a whole lot. Not a whole lot in the way of that. Let's grab your DJ Rex and see where we're at on that. Bam.
DJ Rex is pretty cool, and his
Hold it
articulation
close
is
to the camera.
kind of like a ring. Yeah, so I kind of like a DJ Rex. He's really cool.
What about him do you like?
I especially like how for his arms they can just rotate. It's really fun to move them around. Because, like this, drink for you, drink for you, drinks for everyone.
Nice. All right, guys. Well, we've been on for about an hour and a half, roughly. 90 minutes of fun. 90 minutes of fun out here. Today we opened up Captain Cardinal.
DJ Rex. And weird droid thingy.
Yeah, R5 P8 is his name, and they're all Galaxy's Edge exclusives. Almost shot for shot a respray. He's missing the shoulder pad. This shoulder pad, they gave him a cape instead. It's not a bad figure. It's not a bad figure, but you did play us a little bit. Hasbro, you're selling me a figure I know nothing about, and then body molds on these are almost identical. The weapons are different, and you added a cape. We revealed these guys, also Galaxy's Edge, and then we brought you Nubman. Nubman. You know what? The irony in this is that's what's cool. He's just gonna be chilling out just like this. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. We opened up Gwen. That's not Gwen. Yeah,
Gwynda.
Gwynda.
We opened
And
up Spider-Ham.
and Prowler with the with the Gwanda head. That's really cool. That's what I wanted most about this figure. And show him Spider-Ham.
Can get weirder.
Yeah, right. Here's where we sit with our Spider-Verse at the moment. All we're missing is a hand ninja. I think we could do without a hand ninja. What do you think? I'm
Yeah.
not dying for a hand ninja. I'm not gonna sell my kidney to get some legs and a hand ninja. So I think
A 9 foot tall stilt man, or should I say nub man?
yeah, Nub Man. So watching Manny X's video, it looks cool, but he himself even said like you got to do something with it because you can't prop it up. He zip tied it to his shelf, and then the parts that didn't have the zip tie, he's keeling over. So people are gonna get tired of it, and they're gonna be selling it on the secondary markets. So just be patient. If you didn't find one, just be patient. He will come. And until then, I'm good with having a Nub Man. I'm perfectly fine with Nub Man for now. I mean, we can find legs. There's like we got legs lying around everywhere. You can even take the legs off of what's the Silver Sable. Take the legs off of Silver Sable, and there you go.
Not mine.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's gonna do it for this week's episode. We do have a birthday episode coming up in the next few weeks. These guys are turning different ages. Where
Yeah.
YouTube, if you're watching this, right, they're over 13, but yeah, they will be turning a certain age and a certain age. They're 2 years and 2 days apart. These guys. So we're coming up on, I believe it's gonna be the 27th. So we're about 3 weeks out from the birthday episode. Is what we'll call it. Yeah. Hopefully we see you guys there. That's gonna do it, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Shout out to everyone on Rewatch checking this out. Deuces, guys. We will see you on the next one. Awkward wave to the people. Awkwardly wave until we shut it down. Awkward wave. As, as usual. As usual.
Bye.